What's up, everybody? Yeah, things were pretty good. I'm still trying to shake this crap feeling that I've had the last week or two. Just a lot of fatigue. Ugh. Like I'm tired right now. There's no reason I should be tired at all. But I take another injection today later on after we're done with the break. So the more medication I get into my body, the better off we are. So, like I said last time to a couple people that were on, it's my own fault. I was on prednisone and kind of stopped at cold turkey instead of weaning off of it. And I think that actually played a lot of issues. So, but you're normal stuff, just fatigue and nothing else. Little headaches and that sort of thing. But we are finally live. So thanks everybody for joining. We are live for 2020 Topps Heritage High Numbers. This is a full case, 12 box. Pick your team. The 1-of-1 jackpot is at... Need to mute this screen. Anyway, the 1-of-1 jackpot is at $188. $188, and the hitless random prizes for this particular break is the top prize is a 2020 Topps Heritage Minor League Hobby Box. That is the Minor League box. That's the orange box. That'll ship to you sealed. And we'll have a second hitless prize if needed for a $10 break credit. For this particular break, hits are anything numbered from 71 or less. 71 or less will be considered a hit. And as always, you receive your 5% breakpoint credits, free shipping, and that's pretty much it. So it's a pick your team. Everybody knows what teams they have. So we're going to jump right into it. I also have, for most of you already know, I do have a random full case that's listed currently. There were 10 spots left when we started this break. We will break that tonight if we can get it filled. It's $50 a spot, and you get 3 different teams. So we'll random the list. You'll get your first team, and then after 4 boxes, we'll random the list again. You'll get a different team, and then after the 4 more boxes, you'll get another team for the last 4 boxes. It's a straight random, so there is a small possibility you could end up with the same team on more than one rotation, but it is a straight random, and we random after all 4 boxes. So again, there were 10 teams left, or 10 spots left when we started. So if anybody wants to jump in some Heritage High Numbers, we have that option for you for tonight. And again, if it fills while we're breaking, whatever, we'll break that immediately following this break. If not, we'll hope to see if it fills a little bit later. But we can break that today for sure if we do manage to get it filled. Alrighty, again, it's $50 a spot. You get 3 different teams for the full case. So with that being said, let's get started. Let me bust this case open, get the boxes out. Now, with being married to my bed and couch and everything else over the last few days, I didn't get a chance to research this too much. So as far as variations and such, please keep your eyes open for them. All right, nice fun product. I always seem to blast my camera when I open a case. All right, so 1971 Topps design. One of my favorites for sure. I actually put that set together a couple years ago. It is made out of complete beater cards, but it is complete. Not worth a ton. I mean, they're beat up. beat up. So even the stars and everything are beat up. But it was fun. It was fun. I think I bought a starter set at the Atlantic City National 4 or 5 years ago. It was like $300 or something, and then I pieced the rest of it together. I'll have to pull it out and take a look at it. But it's your typical beat-up set, which is what I collect. I have certain stuff that's investment grade, you know, you're buying, selling, flipping, that sort of thing. But my own personal collection stuff, most of it's beat up. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Again, yeah, Matt Anderson, definitely the high numbers. There's probably one per pack or whatever. But any type of variations, anything that doesn't stick right out, just as always with base-heavy products, please check your cards when you get them. Make sure you go through the serial numbers on the back. Make sure there's nothing really valuable in there that we miss. I believe they have, I didn't watch any breaks, but I believe they have the color variant numbered this year, unless I read that wrong. But it said numbered to, as opposed to just print run. So here's box number 1. Always fun stuff. All right, well, we'll see, Jim. This particular case has come from the direct account shop that I utilize. If anybody wants personal sealed boxes, shipped to you sealed, I have some for $109. Man, I hate these packs. I really do. This plastic or whatever the hell wrap that they use for these packs is so slippery. And the fact that I have very limited use of my middle finger on my right hand. Makes it difficult. And these are, man, these things are sealed nice and tight this year. Usually you can kind of bust through these packs pretty quick. Hopefully we have good luck with autographs this year. All right. All right, here we go, everybody. Ernie Banks, Let's Play 2. Is that a variation with the ivy on it? Probably not. That's probably just a Cubs ivy thing. Mookie. All right, let me see if I can keep it a little better. Yeah, some of these are touched up in the corners. All right, that doesn't look like it got too dim on the screen, but I shut the overhead light off. Yeah, I have to keep them, Jim, I have to keep them tipped forward, which really gets tiresome after doing 12 boxes. So I have that overhead off. It looks like we're in good shape here. Shouldn't have too much glare now. '71 highlights. Award winners, Cody Bellinger. Yeah, certain products definitely work better with the light off than others you can't even see. Strasburg. Luis Robert, no team. There's a big variation right off the top. Not bad. White Sox, that's Josh Corcoran. Error. Nice start to the break for show. All right, let's keep going. Award winners, Hunter Pence. Nothing wrong with that. Nice start. There's one of those bummed up corners. Tatsugo. Shogo. Award winners, Petey. Now and then. Pujols. All right, here's the last of box one. Nico, rookie performers. There's a Lou Bob. Looks like gold coming up, and it is hand numbered. What a box. Cleveland Indians. That's Francisco Lindor. Bat relic hand numbered 67 of 99. And that goes to John Mallow. Second to the last team taken in the break. Go a little thicker. Man, this... Not the best sleeve ever. That's better. Nice bat relic Lindor, hand numbered, 67 of 99. That goes along with the Luis Robert error. So this would have been a nice personal box for somebody. All right, don't forget, if you guys are just tuning in and you want some action, we do have a random team full case of this high number stuff that's currently listed. There was 10 spots left when we started the break, 50 a spot. You get 3 different teams. After each 4-box block, we will random the teams again. So, although it is possible you could get the same team more than once, the whole list will be random after each. Yeah, this is a one or the other, Mike. No auto, Mike. All right, here we go. Box 2. These are one or the other, Mike. Autograph or relic. But that was a hell of a box. Julio Teheran, Angels, Refractor. 513 of 571. I believe that's Ross, trout hunting. Pro Performers, Dustin May. Robel Garcia. Highlights again. Award winner Strasburg. Now and then, walk-off Will Smith, Dodgers. Zach Gallen. Bat Relic, Charlie Blackman. Colorado Rockies, Ronnie Norman. Mike Trout Award winner. Frenchie Cordero. Now and then, Pete Alonso. There's another Luis Robert. Verlander Award winner. Highlights of the World Series again. Aquino. All right, bonus hit in this box. Bryce Harper, jersey relic. Phillies, Antonio Reeser. So 2 relics in this box, not bad. Acuna. Ernie Banks. Good product if you're a Cubs fan this year. All right, give me 1 second before we start box 3. All right, let's see if that helps a little bit. All right. Here we go. Box number 3, everybody. World Series. Tatsugo, Mike Schilt. Nice. White border Manny Margot. And they are not numbered this year. But these are to 50, I believe. Print run to 50. Let's double check that. White border is 71. Gold border is 5. Superfractors, of course, are 1 of 1. Base refractors, and then there are hot boxes. So the white borders do count as hits. They were 71 and below. Boy, it'd be nice if we could pull a cut signature of somebody big. All right, so that is a hit for the Rays, and that is Eddie Youngins. There is a chrome Tatsugo for the Rays as well. Max Muncy smack top. $742 of $9.99. Bryce Harper, Cubs Crusher. Another Robel. I think there's one per case, Jim, isn't there? Kind of like Alan Ginter, is it? Jordan Award winners. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's one a case. Another relic. Walker Buehler, Dodgers. Mike Vigil. Shane Bieber. Highlights again, 71 World Series. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's one per case, Jim. Nice purple refractors. Chris Bryant. Kwang Young Kim. Man, I am struggling really bad with my hands here. Everything is slick. From the packaging to the cards. Tempted to put gloves on. Luis Robert. Kyle Lewis, Rookie Performers. Looks like we got a refractor coming up. Delano DeShields, Indians. 456 of 571. All right, here's the last of it. Another Ernie Banks. Shun. All right. Boy, I saw some of the prices of some of the teams on full case auctions on eBay. The Yankees were like $350. I only saw one, but that seemed kind of like a fluke. All right, box 4. We're due for an autograph. We did get a bonus relic so far. Boy, I wish these opened as easy as Bowman's Best. Those packs are nice this year. Hopefully everybody's got their stuff delivered by now. All their shipments. A couple people had theirs up in limbo. Hopefully over the next couple weeks, post office gets back to normal. All right, box 4. Here we go. Hot box time. And just like that, it's hot box time. Yeah, Adam is having a hard time too. His went across the country twice already. Felix Hernandez, Braves. DeBon. Tommy Kahnle, Yankees. Alvarez, Edwin Rios, Dodgers rookie. Corey Kluber, Rangers. Jalen Davis, Giants. Michael Wacha, Mets. Jose Abreu, White Sox. Emil Pagan, Padres. Quang. Malik Smith. Yeah, Jay, it almost seems like the states that are closer to me take longer. I think it might be certain hubs have worse issues than others. Tehran Purple, another Mr. Cub. Delino DeShields. DeGrom. Lance McCullers, Astros. Luis Robert. Shun Yamaguchi, Blue Jays. Felix Hernandez and Jonathan Daza. So a regular refractor. 436 of 571 for the Braves. And Daza for the Rockies. Jeremy Jeffers, Cubs. For the Cubs, Javi Baez, Jersey Relic, Steve Ryman. Cody B. Garrett Stubbs, Astros. John Birdie, Marlins, Pete Alonso. Randy Dobnak, Twins. Be nice if we could swing a decent name. Purple. Kyle Garlick, Phillies. Josh Donaldson, Twins. Shogo Akiyama, that one's decent. For the Reds. Very nice, Terry. Starlin Castro, Nationals. Kian Wong, Giants. Web Gem, Aaron Hicks. Cole Calhoun, Diamondbacks. And last but not least, Will Castro for the Tigers. All right, and our Kwang Young Kim, that is a action variation for the Cardinals. Yes, I agree, Mike. Looks like 24 common purples. All right, so box number 4 is done. All right, here we go. Box 5. Alvarez, rookie performers. Greater all, action variation, Dodgers. Grom. Shogo. Cody Bellinger. Josh, this is box 5. Michael Wacha, Chrome to $9.99. Jordan. Ernie Banks, Lou Barbarino. Nothing yet, Josh. Just that really nice error. There's our first one. Danny Coombs. Padres, old school. Zach Corcoran. We had a numbered Lindor bat relic as well. Web Gems, Aaron Hicks. And that does it for 5. These breaks are definitely like work. Ooh, start getting crampy. All right, here we go. Box 6, everybody. Rocco Baldelli. World Series. Brendan McKay. Shogo. Pinstripe, Jose Abreu. White Sox continue to do well. Blue Bob. Jordan. Guys, there are some cards coming out of the packs that are damaged in the corners. It's almost like they are packaging. The bags are pulling too tight. Another Ernie Banks. Kian Wong, Giants, Chrome to $9.99. Aaron Hicks, The Boom. I hope not. I think usually you get about 3. Cole Calhoun decided to take a dump on me here. No damage. How about that? Diamondbacks, Jimmy Lammers. I owe you a Cole Calhoun if you don't like that condition. I'll have to find you a Jake Cave. David Bednar. Looks like we got another white coming up. Ooh, a white. 33 of 71. So the chrome are numbered. Garrett Cole, Yankees. Ross Wayman. Again, Yankees went for $350 on eBay for a full case team break. Just $100 here. The A&G Chrome case, you're only supposed to get one for the whole case. That's partially why that product's still pretty sought after, honestly. Is the autographs are pretty good name players. Josh Donaldson Action Variation Twins. Jonathan. Yeah, that's what I'm pretty sure they are, Matt Anderson. They're just not numbered. All right, halfway point. I need to take a 2-minute break here, guys. I got to go refill here and stretch my shoulders. I'll be right back. All right, perfect. All right, wife is getting started on sorting already for us. Let me me see what you guys were talking about. You only talk when I walk away. What the hell's that all about? I don't believe I do, Jim. I haven't gotten any new stuff, like ripped any boxes from my head in a while. Did he have anything in 2019 regular Bowman? I have 2 full cases that guy, if you remember that guy that ripped me off, he sent all those cards. Like both cases he opened, they were supposed to be sealed. I still have all that stuff. Just haven't touched any of it. There you go. Jimmy, I'm going to keep my eye open for cave stuff for you. As soon as the card shows locally start back up, there's a bunch of guys that set up at those card shows that really don't have very good, or like very good stuff. Not that cave's not good, but like you could find, you know, quarter, 50-cent, dollar cards where they just throw them all in a box. And I usually go through them all, for the most part. Yeah, I certainly remember the name. All right, let's get this second half done, guys and gals. Bowman Draft. I do have a couple boxes of Bowman Draft. We've got our last case of Bowman's Best. That's definitely going to be a pick your team. I'm not sure what day we're going to do it. I have another case of shit that came in I didn't even open yet. I don't know what's in there. But, we'll see. I'm going to probably... I've got an overabundance of product here. I'm going to probably, if I could get a chance to, man, I keep falling asleep on myself. It's almost like narcolepsy. I'm so so tired. Last time I got like this was right after my father passed away. I went on some antidepressants. Forget that. That was the worst. All right, here we go. Box 7. That stuff made me so lethargic, I never got anything done. So, my wife is already started on this sort because it is a long sort. There's a lot of cards. So, there were a couple, pretty much everybody that was in the Bowman's Best stuff, I got all that stuff packed up and shipped. Unless you had a really, really tiny pile, I kept it. If you didn't have any hits for the most part or anything like that, I kept it here so that it, the free shipping from the full cases carried over into some of the cheapies and other stuff. Man, I'm going to ruin something eventually here. Anyway, I was saying, I forget who it is. There's a small handful that I didn't send out so that if you got into a cheapie or two throughout the week, you didn't have to worry about getting in all 5. You would still have your free shipping eligible. Yeah, I'll be alright, Jim. Like I said, it's just a matter of getting this medication changed. It really sucks, because the Humira that I was on was working fantastic. Like, really, really good. And it just stopped working. These types of breaks would be perfect to have a helper here with a camera on a desk. being able to open in between. All right, here we go. Second half. Let's try to get some autos in this second half. Bo Bichette. We'll take a couple more. Take a couple more errors even. See how you can see that? See the corners? How they're bent in? There's a couple of them that are like that. Not every single pack. And there is another relic. That one is Nick Solak, rookie bat relic for Texas, Mike Hetrick. Yeah, sometimes certain people though, Jim, that medication, they've been on it for years and years with no problems. It's definitely a body to body, case by case as to how long the potency. The stuff they put me on now is called Cosentix. There's tons of commercials all over the place for these medications now, because they do treat so many different things like colitis, and there's award winners Jordan. Crohn's disease, all that kind of stuff. Psoriasis and the psoriatic arthritis, which is what I have. Seth Mejias Mini for the Padres. That should be numbered to 100. It is 56 of 100. So I was really bummed out. It started, I ended up, like my body, my skin was cleared up about 95%. Everything was good. My joints were good. Everything was fantastic. I had energy. It was nuts. Could do anything I wanted. The only problem is, like, when I wasn't able to afford my insurance and I didn't have my medication, the disease ravaged through, like, my body. Like, that's why my fingers are all messed up like they are. So what it did was, the year that I was off of the medication, it started attacking joints again, and it really weakened the tendons and such around the joints, ligaments and all that kind of stuff. So although I didn't have any pain as far as, you know, that stuff, it played a little havoc on that. But then that medication works so damn good. And then all of a sudden, over about a 3-week period, I started getting patches on my skin again. And then my finger, my middle finger that I've been bitching about, Luis Robert, rookie performers, that I wear that splint on, which I don't have it on now. That started hurting. My ankle started really being sore, and I knew that the body just wasn't responding to the medication anymore. So when my rheumatologist actually tried to up the dosage on it, the insurance company turned it down and said that there was no scientific, well, not scientific. There's Julio Teheran again. We almost have the rainbow of him. That is to $9.99 chrome. There was no clinical, Bo Bichette, rookie performer, there was no clinical proof or test done stating that it would actually, increasing the dosage would help. Yet it was approved for rheumatoid arthritis to up the dosage, which psoriatic is basically the same thing, except you get the skin lesions and all that shit as well. So anyway, they put me on Cosentix, and then with all the virus and all this stuff going on, it was kind of in my best interest not to take it. So they put me on prednisone, which works good, but man, I put 15 pounds on after all that 45 pounds I lost. I became like a food machine, binge eating and all kind of shit. So trust me, there's people out there with a whole hell of a lot more problems than I have. My stuff is aggravating, but it's not life-threatening or anything of that nature. It just stinks because I've been an athlete my whole life, and it limits my like that sort of thing, what I can do, what I can't do. So I'm hoping that this medication works and it stays potent for a long time. There's a lot of people that have been on it for 4 or 5 years, and it still has them completely clear. No, I really try not to, man. I try not to bitch too much. The only thing that sucks is, like, sometimes it just seems like I'm making excuses all the time. Like, if I'm late getting to a break or doing all this stuff, which isn't the case. Anytime you read something that I post, it is 100% the truth. Whether it's going to pick up my daughter or doing this or I fell asleep, I don't have time or energy to lie and try to juggle, you know? So just to try to let everybody know kind of what's going on. But the prednisone, I really think what happened to me was I went through a full cycle of prednisone, which is a steroid, and they have your dosages and such figured out where you kind of build in. You take like 4 a day for 4 days, and then 3, then 2, then 1, and then you're done. Well, I got through that whole cycle, and that's when I was supposed to start my new medication up, but they told me not to because of the COVID and everything that was around. With because of course this medication, what it does is it knocks out your immune system for the most part, which keeps it from fighting itself, which causes all the inflammation. So the pain that I had in my ankle and in my finger was like horrible. It was like unbearable. So I contacted the rheumatologist and asked if they could put me on another cycle of prednisone while I waited to start taking the Cosentyx injections again. And she said yes. Well, like a dumbass, because I was on it for that whole cycle, I basically just kept taking it. And then when it was time to start my meds, the injections, I just stopped taking it altogether. I never weaned myself off of it. So I'm thinking that that's what the problem was, as far as the headaches and fatigue and all that crap, was basically just withdrawal symptoms and whatever. So when I looked it up, of course, on Google as to what the causes might be, that was definitely one of the issues of stopping cold turkey. So it sucked. Alright, so Woe Is Me is over. Let's pull some fire. That's a nice looking card. Talent knows talent. And another relic. We better get at least 3 autographs out of this box, or this case. I think it should be at least 4. 3 is acceptable. Anything less than 3 is a turd. Brandon Crawford, Giants, jersey relic. Cunha. Anybody sell on? Oh, nice. So we got another bonus. This one's a gold, and it's Pete Alonso pinstripe, hand numbered 75 of 99 for the Mets, and that is Zach Corcoran. So that's our second box with an extra hit in it. So that's pretty cool. Be nice if they drop some signatures on some of it. But that's our second numbered relic in this box. Before I was excited by that second hit. Does anybody in here sell on eBay a lot? Like, you know, tons of cards? Like, do you have an anchor store? The eBay store that costs you $300 a month? I found out something very interesting last night from the Chronosio people, the software that I use for listing. Excellent software. Like, excellent software if you do eBay. But anyway, I was looking to try to get hooked up with them. I've been with them a long, long time to try to get the software to work for both of my accounts. I have one account that I have connected to basically selling dollar cards and all kind of stuff from collections that I pick up. And the other one is like for breaks and stuff, bigger stuff when I do actually run them on eBay. Anyway, did you know that if you sign up for the managed payments and you have an anchor store, it takes your 10,000 free listings to 85,000 free listings. You could do 85,000 listings a month without the insertion fee. So like that's a ton of cards, a Keno Rookie Performer. But when you buy up like collections and things of that nature, and you have like a ton of dollar cards, and or like for instance, I have 3,200 count box of really sharp 72 tops basketball commons and stuff like that. Like that takes up 3,000, 4,000 of your listings. Here's another Lubob. We've had at least one Lubob a box. If these are $10, which I don't know if they are, but if they're $10, that's $120 right off the bat. Pays for your spot. Verdugo, Red Sox Chrome. So if anybody's using, and you weren't, I didn't even know about that. He actually let me know for the eBay connector software that goes with Chronosio. He's the one that let me know that. So I did a whole bunch of research, and I was able to finally get to something on eBay where they actually showed that that's like a perk, a permanent perk for changing over. This is $289 of $999 on the Verdugo, which really, really helps. I mean, like I said, if you have an eBay store and that's what you're doing, listing a lot of stuff, and they're supposed to be changing the shipping. They're supposed to have a better shipping policy where it's like between 50 and 91 cents for track shipping. That's going to be a game changer. Ernie Banks. Now it's economically efficient to list dollar cards, especially if you have like a lot of vintage commons and stuff, which I have probably 20,000. And they sell. You get $1, $2 a piece for them. Definitely adds up. But you need to have that volume listed, you know, to have those small cards. Dustin May, make it worth your while. I probably sell 15 to 20 cards a day, which is all like dollar junk cards. Stuff you would never think to list on eBay. But the hobby's so hot right now, people are buying stuff, trying to complete sets, so they're paying, you know, $1, $2 for mid-80s and 70s commons and stuff like that. All right, guys, that does it for a box number 8. Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. Now, because I have an anchor store, which was originally 10,000 listings, I wasn't really paying attention. But I think the some of the stores that are below that anchor store, I think there's you get additional listings on there as well. Definitely a big help to people that have their little eBay side hustle going. The only problem is the fees have gotten so high. And now with managed payments, like the PayPal had a micro payments plan that you can get involved with. You basically have to call them up and change over one of your accounts to a micro payments account. And the micro payments account would charge you 5% per transaction plus a nickel. whereas regular PayPal is like 2.6% plus 30 cents or something like that. So anything up to $10 was much better to be a micropayment because you paid much less fees, which made it feasible. Well, now with the managed payments, although you dropped your percentage of fees down slightly, they charge you 30 cents per transaction. So I was contemplating not doing the eBay thing anymore for cheaper cards because, I mean, that's 30 cents a card to sell a dollar card. That's a really big amount of money. But now with them adding another 75,000 listings for free, where they can stay up there, now it's kind of justified. Well, what I do, Jim, is anything for $10. That's why I set up a second eBay account. Basically, it's Best in the World Sports Cards. It's BITW Sports Cards, and it's basically focused on a lot of, 90% of it is $10 and less. And I had it set up that way so I could send everything out, free shipping in a plain white envelope. And more often than not, people don't try to scam you on a $2 card or whatever. They're just happy to get it. You know what I mean? So that's the way I went, because you'll get hammered extra fees percentages if you don't meet certain selling, you know, like top rated seller. They whack you an extra 5% commission. I don't know if you knew that or not, but by not uploading tracking and whatnot. So I didn't want that to interfere with my other account, where we're, you know, if we list breaks or anything of bigger nature on there. Rick Porcello Mets refractor, you know, 5% on a $100 card or a $100 break spot, $394 of 571. You know, that's $5. It really adds up fast. So that's why I did that, Tim Anderson. But now eBay's got this new, they're supposed to roll it out this month. I shared a couple videos from sports card investors. They had the lady who's in charge of eBay for sports cards on there. They're supposed to roll out sometime this month that special shipping for cards $20 and less in that sports card or a trading card category. Nico Horner, rookie performer. You get tracked shipping now between 50 cents and 91 cents, depending on, I think she said, weight and location. So that's going to be a huge, huge thing. Yeah, Matt Anderson, I don't have 10,000 cards listed yet. I have like 3,000, maybe 2,500. So I'm holding out until I get either to the 10,000 card threshold or until I'm forced to change over to managed payments. Now, my break account is already into managed payments, but the new one that I have that I've been using for the last bunch of months, Jesus. That I've been using for the last bunch of months. Action variation. That's Garrett Stubbs for the Astros rookie. I've known about the managed payments for quite a while, and I had one account that I used strictly for that. And it saves you a ton of money. But now, you don't have that option. You don't have that option to use it anymore. So it would be nice if they were able to, you know, set up for that 30 cent. Like, who wants to sell a dollar card and pay a 30 cent per transaction? You're paying almost 40% commission to sell a dollar card. And then to put a dollar in your pocket, you got to sell it for like $2.50. Which people will pay it for the right stuff, but it really hurts everybody. Like, too bad there wasn't a default in the code that, you know, maybe it's a nickel. per transaction up to $10. Something of that nature. But it is what it is. It's stuff, you know, honestly, it's stuff that would just sit in 5,000 count boxes in your garage forever. And you would never sell any of it. Lou Bob again. So over the last 90 days, I bet you I've done, there's a nice auto. Hall of Famer Tony Perez for the Reds. And that is Woody Hartman. Very nice. That's pretty weird that Tony Perez popped up, because I was looking at buying one of his rookies yesterday off a guy. Wanted a touch too much for it. And I'm not working on that set yet. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh. I think I've done like $2,500 or $3,000 in junk dollar cards. I mean, it takes time to do them. But if you buy yourself a nice scanner and you utilize that Chronosio software, which I'm going to start promoting that in the group a little bit, because I really do appreciate the work and effort that they put into that product, and it really saves the day if you're doing singles. It's set up almost like a spreadsheet where you scan your card, it files the card for you, shows you exactly where the card is. Sorry about that. That's a Yoshi. I thought I was doing the Lou Bob. That's a Yoshi Tatsugo action variation for the Tampa Bay Rays. That one right there. Yeah, Jay Pendred, if you do single cards, man, look into Chronosio. Send me a private message. I'll give you a link to it. It's fantastic. It makes listing so much easier. I could probably, from scratch, I could probably scan 500 cards. Now we're talking old paper. We're not talking new stuff, because new stuff you have to use a flatbed. But I have a turbo scanner. I could probably do 500 cards from scan to actually list on eBay in probably an hour to 2 hours. And that, it has a template that looks really nice, professional on eBay. I really do well, and I've kind of never listed the eBay individual card stuff unless I did better card auctions or consignments for people, just because I never thought it was worthwhile to take all the time to list everything, because you'd have to, who wants to buy $1 card and pay $3.99 for shipping? So finally I'm like, you know what, cost of doing sales, there's going to be your scumbags out there that even if they get the card and they know it's in a plain white envelope, not tracked, all they have to do is claim they didn't get it, no proof, they'll get their $2 back. I figured the amount of cards I was going to sell to the amount of scumbags that would do that, and they're out there, we all know it. It was, cost of doing business, whatever, just refund them, which is what I do. I don't even haggle with them. I refund them immediately. Anything over 10 bucks, you have to pay shipping, so everything is tracked. But I was really surprised how many cards have been selling and what has been selling. So it makes it a little easier to go to flea markets or go to estate sales or yard sales and, buy a box of old junk commons or, stuff that you think has no value. Right now, the way the hobby is, everything has value. I don't care what it is. It could be 1988 Topps Commons. Even if it's a penny. You know what I mean? There's value. There's still people building those sets. You could buy the sets for $5 to $10, but people still like hunting down the cards and building those sets. So it's crazy. Crazy some of the stuff that's sold. And I haven't even listed any of my good stuff yet. Even like $5, $10 cards, autographs, all kind of stuff that I've pulled out of breaks. That little stuff, there's, you know, the fees are high. Nothing you can do about that. But to get the footprint and all the eyes on your product like that, it's like free money almost. I think this is it is. There's a silver Josh Donaldson. Silvers are not easy to pull either. Josh Donaldson silver. Jonathan McCauley for the Twins. Bo Bichette, rookie performer. As soon as I'm done with the breaks tonight, that's what I'll be doing, is working on eBay again. I've got about 30 cards that have to get shipped out. The biggest thing with that Chronosio software, guys, that I've mentioned was Pete Alonso Award winner. As you scan it and put it in, it basically files the card for you. So you scan, you keep everything in a box in a certain row. It tells you which box, which row, which section, because it's in 30 card sections, like A, B, C, and D, and what card it is. So if I sell this Robel Garcia, it pops up, and I listed it or scanned it 2 years ago. It tells me it's in eBay box 1, row 4, section B, card 3. Go right to the box and go right and find the card. You're not digging through stuff. Where the hell did I put that card? All that kind of stuff. So it really makes it efficient to do, you know, that stuff. That's the biggest thing. Even if you just use it to, you don't even sell with it. If you just use it to scan and keep your inventory, it tells you where everything is. It's really a good software. I think I pay $100 a month for it, but I have like the biggest plan that they have that allows me to list like 10,000 cards. But what they did was they changed their plans to mimic eBay. So basically, whatever store plan you have on eBay, that's the plan you get with Chronosio, and it doesn't limit you. So if I'm going to be able to list 75 or 85,000 cards, that's how many cards the software will allow me to list. Mike Trout, award winner. But they have much cheaper, affordable. Just depends on how big your hustle is. You know, this is what I do for a living now, so trying to liquidate a lot of the stuff and everything that you have. But hell, I mean, if you buy let's say you get lucky at Walmart and you find a box or two of, you know, Prism football or Prism basketball blasters, Lou Bob. I mean, even just the commons. Certain people from certain teams, rookie performers, Lou Bob. White Sox did really good in this break. It's amazing the stuff people will buy. It just has to sit up there. You know, and it wasn't feasible to have it sit up there when they're charging you $0.05 a month. But now, if you have a store, there's another Javi Baez jersey relic for the Cubs. It makes it more feasible to make a couple extra bucks. You know, and if you're really smart, you put little packages together. Maybe you do a break. Like this particular break is a perfect example. Maybe you're just chasing autographs. Maybe you're just chasing variations or whatever. You have no interest in really keeping the commons. You know, you could put 3 or 5 card lots together for $1.50 or whatever the hell it is. Add all your stuff together, you know, your fees. And there's team collectors out there that's what they want to buy. So you could certainly recoup your cash, or at least a lot of it. Done? All right, hold on one second, guys. Turbo sorter is back and ready to go here. Not really sure what I would do without her. Yeah, it's really good software, Jim. And the other thing with the Chronosio is if you sign up for it, you also get your own website. Now, I don't use that too much, but you get your own website and all the stuff that you scan in. You get your own website address, and it sets up that way. I mean, they charge you a little commission if they sell it that way, but you know, you could keep your inventory that way, and if, let's say, you're on Facebook or somebody and you're trying to make a trade, you can share your link with somebody and they can see exactly what you have, plus make the purchase. All right, box number 11. Now, I don't use that aspect. I only use it for eBay. But it will list it on their website, like on their main website as well. So if somebody's looking for a specific card, and let's say they search for it. Now, they don't have a huge following so far on that, but they've really been promoting the hell out of it. I use it strictly for eBay. The eBay connector is the biggest thing. It really makes things easy. And their customer service is really good. If you have any problems, they'll remote into your computer, go through some stuff. But it really makes listing stuff a little more fun. Jeez. So if anybody does decide to use, yeah, that's what we do, Jim. We're waiting to try to get on a cruise. We usually book a cruise and then we pay a little bit on it all year long. But as soon as Corona hit. All right, Zach Corcoran, that Michael Taylor has a little damage on the corner. That was one that flung out of my hand. Could have been damaged in the pack, but if you have any issues with that, let me know. Pete Alonso, award winner. Pujols. Man, I'd love to try to book us a cruise. Book it a year and a half out. Maybe try to use break credit or something to build up to pay for it. Be able to run breaks on the boat. Like, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? Be able to get together and mingle and get tore up and meet each other. Run breaks every night. All right, we got Jose Ramirez, jersey relic for the Indians. That's John Mallow. Yeah, we used to go to Vegas a lot, Jim, but with my previous career being in the bowling business, Vegas is like the bowling capital of the United States now. I've been there like 25 times. A lot of it work related. You still get to have your fun and everything. So we, a couple years ago, one of the local bands sponsors a cruise. And we decided to go on it. And it was the most fun that we've had on a vacation. So we've gone, that's what we pretty much do with our vacation time now. Will Castro, action variation, Tigers. And it's affordable. Jonathan McCauley, I was a professional bowler for a while. And I own a pro shop and a small bowling center. I have a little 16-lane center in Pennsylvania with a couple friends of mine. We bought like 6 years ago, Lou Bob, off of a tax sale. So we had very little into it. And we've been closed since March. It's 70 miles away from my house, so it's been tough to get anybody to work. But I've been in the pro shop business since the mid-90s. I'm a Storm staff player. Yeah, Vegas is definitely cheap enough if you play it right. Thing that sucks with Vegas, Chris Davis, Orioles. The first time I went to Vegas, I was 16. 139 of 571 for a bowling tournament, of course. And I'm 47 now, so that was 30 years ago. And 30 years ago, you can still get like a huge breakfast for like $3.99 with steak and eggs and buffets for $10. Well, all that stuff is gone. But if you play your cards right and you do a little bit of research, you can definitely do Vegas cheap. The key thing is to always rent a car. Always rent a car. Oh, that's awesome, Jonathan. Oh, that's cool, Jay. Vegas is awesome. Nico? But that's what I do. I still have... you're fairly new, Jonathan, but a lot of the regulars in here know that I closed my shop. The bowling center I had my shop in shut down. Kind of forced me out, which is what basically how I got started doing this as my career. Oh, Vegas is my second favorite place on the planet. First is being on a boat in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, to be honest with you. But I kind of got forced out, and I have 1,400 bowling balls. My whole entire shop inventory. So over this last year, I haven't focused 100% on our break group because I've been trying to get all that stuff liquidated and sold off and everything else on top of it. So that's time consuming, and what sucks is, like what I do here, I can't just hire somebody to do this. You know, how do you sit somebody behind a desk and give them you know, 3 5,000 count boxes of cards you found at a card show or at a flea market or something, and tell them to sort through it and pull out the, you know, 10-cent cards and the quarter cards and the dollar cards, because they don't know what you think is going to sell for a certain amount of money or whatnot. Same thing with the bowling business. Like, nobody knows what a lot of that stuff is worth. Like, I can have somebody inventory stuff and maybe take the pictures and all that kind of stuff. But as far as doing the ball work and getting the balls plugged and reconditioned and ready for resale used, you know, plus I have all the new stuff too, but I did a lot of side business selling used balls. It's just really tough. Plus, to be quite honest with you, I'm a really anal. I'm a control freak, so like I need to be in control of everything. Trust me, it's not the best trait to have. Well, that's what I mean, Jimmy. If we planned it out over a year and did it that way, like 5% of your break, like let your break credit build up, and you know, do some stuff like that to pay for it, or once a week have a cruise break where maybe we overcharge a little bit on the break price, but that credit, that extra charge goes into your account. McCullers Chrome, $267 of $9.99. You know, and we would have to figure out an exact date and destination. It would have to sail out of New York. So for anybody across the country that would want to go, you'd have to fly into New York. But a lot of, like, we would probably use Norwegian Cruise Line. A lot of their bonuses now that they have is free airfare. Well, they'll basically fly you in for one of your perks on the boat. We'll have to look into it. Maybe we'll have a round table and see if there's any interest in it. I'll go live and we can do a chat and see if there's any interest in it. I mean, you can get rooms for less than $1,000. Kyle Lewis, rookie performer. You know, you can upgrade whatever or something. But that would really be fun. And I'm sure that they would allow me to bring product on the boat. Because I know they have certain rooms that they have, you know, like get-togethers and that sort of thing. I think it would be awesome. You wouldn't be able to live stream it, I don't believe, unless you get free, unless they gave me the free internet stuff. It's worth a look. Franklin Barreto, Oakland A's jersey relic. So we needed another auto. We only got 2 autos. Maybe we have an auto in the box toppers. We do still have the box toppers to go through yet. I'm pretty sure I went through this stack. But we need to go through the back. We'll have to see. It'd be really, really fun. We'll have to get the world in a little back to normal. I'll tell you what I'll do. If the National runs this year in Chicago, if everything's back to normal with the vaccines and everything out, if everything's back to normal and there's a full National and the boat starts sailing again, we'll definitely look into booking it. We could probably pay Pete Rose $100 to come hang out in our break. if we were in Vegas. Look at that. We did get a bonus, and there's our third, and this is a nice one. Austin Meadows. So Topps did not stick with their guarantees. We had 3 boxes with dual hits. The first 2 had extra relics. This one has a relic and an auto. So the Rays did well. Eddie Youngins with the Austin Meadows auto. Very nice. So overall, this was a decent case. Boy, this was getting tough to break, to be honest with you, till we started talking. Shun, this is the end here. Lou Bob, there was at least one Robert in every box. All right, and that does it for our break. We still have all our box toppers to go yet. And there are some autograph chances in there. We had some nice variations in here. We had an error. We had a silver. Well, that wouldn't be a problem, Jim. I could open up a bank account strictly for our break credit, where I basically deposit our break credit in the bank instead of having it, you know, left in my accounts and such, just to avoid any issues. So like nightly or every 2 nights or something, I could basically reconcile, because I could take a picture of a personal check of my own from like my PayPal account, the bank account that's attached to that, and let all that build, and then when it's Vegas time, either use that money to get the trip, or as you're spending money, or whatever you want to use it for. But we could definitely do something like that. We'll have to keep looking into that. Maybe we'll have a little round table, like I said. Any ideas to try to get together, Vegas or a cruise or whatever. Overall, a cruise is going to be cheaper than a Vegas trip, believe it or not. Because once you're on the boat, everything's included. And a lot of people have never been on cruises before. That was something I never thought I would ever do. But it became my favorite vacation. Luckily, my wife likes it too. Alright, we only got 2 real ones in here. You know what would be cool? I don't want to wreck these. If they put high numbers in here. They didn't. But this is the Washington Senators. Richie Scheinblum. That's going to go to the Twins, though. Washington Senators are the Twins. This card is beat to hell, though. That's the kind of condition my set's in. Maybe even a little worse. And you know what? It's not something, Jimmy and Mike, it's not something that everybody would be able to do, either to get off work or to be able to even afford it or anything of that nature. But even if there's 6 or 8 or 10 people, I think it would be really cool. Really fun. Yeah, I can't do anything like that without my wife. It's not fair. Especially with her doing all the sorting now. Because she still works a full-time job herself. Look at that. Way to go, Topps. I mean, he looks blazed, too, doesn't he? Weed was pretty prevalent in the 1971 season. So that's going to go to the Twins as well. So John McCauley with 2 of the same exact card. Good for John, but stinks overall. At least same team is fine, not the same card. All right, here we go. Is our greatest moments now. Brendan McKay. There's a nice Trout. Brendan McKay again. Correlation not very good in the box toppers. Exactly, Jim. I could always incorporate extra bonuses and such. Tony Oliva. Like this Trout autograph ball and showcase was like $700 that were given away. You know, we could do monthly giveaways that way too, where if I designate $300, $400, $500, whatever it is, and do some raffles. Not some raffles, but your giveaways. Chris Bryant. Let me get my shit in order so that I can keep track of everything. And like I said, we'll do a little round table. Bo Bichette, there's a nice one. I do have top loaders for these. I hope I have enough. I got a couple tall boys, 1970 basketball, that I used some. Hopefully I have enough. Here's another nice one, Aaron Judge. Yankees, and this is our last greatest moments. Glaber. So back-to-back Yankees. All right, here's our super baseballs. These have autograph potential. First up, Paul Goldschmidt. And last but not least, there you go, Jonathan. And Christian Yelich, also non-auto. That's Michelle Hooker and the Brewers. All right, everybody, that is it. Sorry it took a little longer than anticipated. It still wasn't too bad. I got my second wind. I wasn't feeling too tired once we started talking. So I appreciate everybody joining in to that conversation. It really livened me up a little bit, which helped a lot because that was getting rough in the beginning. All right, real quick before we do the hit recap, let's see where we're at here. All right, 6 spots left in the rotating teams. 6 spots left. We'll call an 11 o'clock cutoff on that because it's a longer break. We've got to fill by 11 o'clock or we'll break that tomorrow. 6 spots left at $50 a piece. You get 3 different teams. At least you get 3 different randoms, we'll say, because there is a small chance you can land on your own team again. But if anybody's interested. All right, here we go with our hit recap. So these don't count as hits, but they were still nice. 2 Richie Scheinblums. Both for the Twins and both going to Jonathan McCauley. All right, give me a second here. Let's do it this way. All right, here we go. For the White Sox, Josh Corcoran, huge hit there. That is a Luis Robert error card with no team name. I believe Mike Vigil looked it up. It's a $400 card. Nice big card there. Error, you can see it right above his head. And this one actually came out pretty decent. I don't think it'll 10. It's a little off center, but it's probably an 8 minimum. Might 9 if you decided to get it graded. Me personally, if I wasn't a White Sox private collector, I wouldn't grade it. I would sell it immediately while it's hot. Then we had 2 rookie performers, Lou Bobs, and then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1 Luis Robert in every box, so there's 12 total. So again, I don't know what these base Roberts are going for, but at $135 for the team, that's not that bad. Definitely worth the chance. But the White Sox did really well just with that one card. First box, too. All right. So none of those were actual hits. Then we had the white border Manny Margot for the Rays. That's Eddie Youngins. Award winner Trout. For the Phillies, Antonio Reeser, jersey relic, Bryce Harper. Charlie Blackmon and the Rockies, Ronnie Norman, bat relic. Then a gold hand numbered 67 of 99, bat relic, Frankie Lindor. For the Indians, that's John Mallow. The Indians had a nice, quiet, decent break. For the Padres, Seth Mejias Breen, that is a mini rookie. That's numbered to 100. That is not a hit, but it's 56 of 100. And then for the Texas Rangers, Mike Hetrick, that's a Nick Solak rookie bat relic. Minnesota Twins, Josh Donaldson action variation, not a hit. For the Yankees, that's Ross Wayman, nice Garrett Cole white border chrome, 33 of 71. Then for the White Sox again, that's Josh Corcoran. That is a pinstripe jersey relic, Jose Abreu. For the Padres, old school Danny Combs, very nice. Autograph, that's Zach Corcoran. Blue ink. Brewstar Graterol action variation. Action variations are not hits, but they seem to be a little more rare this year than one a box. Kwang Yun for the Cardinals, action variation. Then for the Cubs and Steve Ryman, that is Javi Baez, jersey relic. For the Dodgers, Mike Vigil, that is Walker Buehler. This kid's awesome, too. Jersey relic. Then we had a bonus autograph. There were 2 hits in this box. That's Austin Meadows. Nice blue ink auto for the Rays, Eddie Youngins. Very nice. Good player. For the Oakland A's, Terry Kranz. That's a nice jersey relic, Franklin Barreto. Will Castrol, rookie action variation. Jose Ramirez, Cleveland Indians. That's John Mallow, jersey relic. Javi Baez, number 2 for the Cubs. Then this is a nice one. These are not easy to pull. That is a silver for the team name. Josh Donaldson for the Twins. Jonathan McCauley. Nice silver. Does not count as a hit. The only non-numbered cards that are hits in this break were the white borders. Yoshi Tetsugo action variation for the Rays. And another beautiful hit, Hall of Fame autograph for the Reds and Woody Hartman. That is Tony Perez. Awesome looking card. It's got that old school feel to it. I'm glad they used an old school picture. For the Astros, Garrett Stubbs action variation. And then for the Mets and Zach Corcoran, this was another box that had 2 hits in it. This one is a gold hand numbered pinstripe of Petey Alonso, 75 of 99. And then for the San Francisco Giants, Steven Summerai, that's a jersey relic, Brandon Crawford. And once again, those were the 2 bonus box toppers for the Twins. So again, our hitless random prizes for this break is, the top prize is the Heritage Minor League Hobby Box. That'll ship to you sealed. so you could have some fun playing with that. There's 2 hits per box, and the checklist is really, really good. So a really nice prize there for the hitless random prize winner. And then we also have a second place, which is the $10 break credit that we normally do give away. Alrighty, give me 1 second. Let me get to the random list. Alright, we're there. Let's roll the dice and let's see. So the way we're going to give these away is the hitless team closest to the top will win the box, and then the hitless team closest to the bottom will win the $10 in break credit. Alright, here we go. Alright, 4 times. 4 times on the random. Let me jump over here real quick. And let's see what we have. Remember, hitless team closest to the top wins the box. Hitless team closest to the bottom wins the $10. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oakland A's had a hit. Houston Astros did not have a hit, so Nate Reese and the Astros wins the sealed box. All right, let's see on the bottom. The San Diego Padres had a hit. So the Toronto Blue Jays and Woody Hartman went hitless. So Woody is going to win $10 in break credit. All right, thanks everybody. Appreciate it. Again, we're going to have an 11 o'clock cutoff on the break for tonight. That's an hour and a half. There's 6 spots left, $50 a spot. Another full case of this product. And it's random teams, and we'll random the list after every 4 boxes. So you get 3 different randoms, so you're not stuck with the same team for the whole entire break. Alrighty, so grab them up. Like I said, we'll break that tonight if we fill by 11. Otherwise, thanks everybody for filling, and we'll see everybody again real soon. And again, in the next maybe couple weeks to a month or 2, when everything settles down a little bit, we'll have a round table where I'll do a watch party here, where everybody can come jump in on the chat, and we can discuss maybe booking a cruise or a trip to Vegas or whatever for the group, and try to figure out how we can get that together and do it. So it should be pretty fun, but hopefully we can get something out of that. The wife would love to go on a cruise and fiddle around with, I was going to say everybody, but that's not true. So, all right. But thanks, everybody. We'll see y'all in a couple minutes.